a lot of things that take into account when you talk about being viewed as a top 5 quarterback. It's not a laundry list. This is a list that, it has to be taken very seriously.
Well, it was week 12 in the NFL, and everybody is thankful, especially if you're one of these teams that have these quarterbacks. So here's my top 5 quarterbacks of the week for week 12. Let's start off with the honorable mentions, though. Going to be a little surprised on some of these. CJ Stroud is the guy that doesn't make my list, but the closest to making it as the first honorable mention. Jared Goff, and then solely just because of the touchdowns and the heart alone, Jalen Hurts makes it. But obviously that first half where he had a 0 QBR, he definitely doesn't deserve to be in the top 5 from that performance. But when you still have five total touchdowns, that still puts you in the conversation. But then let's get into the real quarterback play, the guys that I think had the 5 best days or 5 best days over the course of our long Thanksgiving weekend. So coming in at number 5, I have Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence had a 90.3 QBR, 23 of 38 for 364 yards and 2 total touchdowns, 1 in the air, 1 in the ground. Did have the 1 interception. And in a game that ultimately the division title was on the line, playing Houston, T-Law was steady. He made plays with his arm, made plays with his legs. Had a potential touchdown that was dropped too, so could add another touchdown on the board there to help put that game away and not have Josh Allen, the defender, push Houston out of field goal range. But other than a potentially game-changing interception, which puts him at number 5 on my list instead of being higher on my list, it was overall a great day. And when we talk about the Jags, I think the Jags can beat anybody in the AFC if Trevor Lawrence is on. And you need to see more performances like this if the Jags are truly going to be contenders in the AFC. But Trevor Lawrence, my number 5 quarterback of week 12. So let's move on to my number 4 quarterback of week 12. Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes had a 122.8 QBR, 27 of 34 for 298 yards and 2 touchdowns. The Chiefs had a slow start on offense in the game, despite Patrick Mahomes being 4 for 5 or 5 for 6, whatever it was on those drives, kind of getting completions, but not really getting yardage out of it and not getting first downs. But Patrick Mahomes later in the game took matters into his own hands, feeding Mr. Guy from the Chiefs. And I mean, they just kind of started to feast all night long. And you started to kind of see the Patrick Mahomes making the great plays with outstanding torque, getting the ball out from all these different various angles, moving the pocket, making great throws into tight windows. That's the Patrick Mahomes that has won Super Bowls and is in the AFC Championship every single year. So I know he's struggled this year. But they're still winning football games. They have issues on offense, but this is a performance that Patrick Mahomes needs to continue to build off of, and that's why he's number 4 on my list for Week 12. So moving on to number 3. Number 3, surprise performance from Matthew Stafford. Had a 121.1 QBR, 25 of 33 for 229 yards, 4 touchdowns in the interception. Stafford was poised all day and was steady. He made a killing in the play action game. And other than one bad decision on the 1 interception that he threw, he had a great day, just throwing the ball all over the field to these young receivers that he's got there. He took what the defense gave him, made great plays. And I think this is the best the Rams have played since 2021 when they won the Super Bowl. So the Rams are maybe putting themselves back in the picture of the NFC playoffs. And that is behind Matthew Stafford's arm. Hopefully he can continue that for the Rams' sake. So coming in at my number 2 quarterback of Week 12, Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers. Jordan had a 125.5 QBR. He was 22 of 32 for 268 yards and 3 touchdowns. Jordan Love is the definition of gunslinger, and he played free on Thanksgiving. He was aggressive downfield all day, even starting off aggressive with the 59-yard completion. And he throws one of the best deep balls in the NFL, I would say. But no, I mean, this Packers offense came out aggressive, was aggressive on the Lions defense all day. And there's how you beat the Lions defense right there. So, I mean, Jordan Love continues to show flashes and in a way kind of torques his body and moves his body similar to Aaron Rodgers. So do they have an Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay or Aaron Rodgers 2.0 in Green Bay? Who knows? I know Jordan Love has struggled at times. But no, Jordan Love definitely came out like a gunslinger this week and threw the ball all over the field despite only the 268 yards. And that's why he's number 2 on my list. But number 1, becoming the normal person in this list every single week, my number 1 quarterback of week 12 is Dak Prescott. Dak had the 142.1 QBR, 22 of 32 for 331 yards and 4 touchdowns. Dak is the complete package right now. He's making impressive throws. He's taking what the defense gives him. He's not turning over the football. And most importantly, he's making plays with his legs in both the passing and running game. He's consistently the best quarterback in the NFL week in, week out. And this Dallas team can be dangerous if Dak continues to play like this. So Dak Prescott, my number 1 quarterback for week 12. Let me know who I left out in the comment section below. If you like this list, give this live stream a like or give this post a like. Even if you didn't, give this post a like anyway. It helps get out to other people anyway that need to see it. But no, feel free to grill me in the comments and let me know who I missed. But those are my top 5 quarterback performances of week 12.
Hey, Alex, elite. I love how every week it's pretty much whoever plays Washington is like in the top 2.
Yeah, that's what it's becoming.
It's pretty sexy. It makes me feel happy as a Washington fan.